Hello, my name is Shannon. Thank you so much for joining me today for this full body yoga practice. This is a great practice to do either first thing in the morning or if you're winding down in the afternoon, because we will be staying very close to our mats and we'll be doing a lot of stretches, some gentle strengthening, and we'll be using some props. So I have a strap like this that has loops. You don't have to have a strap with loops. You can get a long scarf or maybe a high tension theraband, and I'm also using 2 blocks. So using props can really help us sometimes get into poses that can be difficult. Also, by giving us some support, they can help us stretch in different ways. So props are really nice to use to get a little bit different variety in your practice. So we're going to start on our backs. So let's do a long body stretch and have your props very close to you. So reaching your arms away, pointing your toes. I usually get a couple cracks. And then we'll slowly let our feet fall out, placing one hand on our belly, one on our chest. Arriving here, relaxing our entire body. Noticing how our chest and our stomach gently rise and fall under our hands. And we'll take a moment here to check in with ourselves, noticing how you're feeling spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically, always with no judgment. Sitting with how you're feeling. Now we'll take 3 deep grounding breaths. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose and a gentle sigh out. As you inhale, feel as if you're pulling the energy from the earth into your body. And as you exhale, you're releasing anything you're ready to let go of. One more. Now find your strap. If you have a strap like this with loops, you can place the loop around the ball of your foot. Or if you're using a scarf, place the middle of the scarf around your foot. So we're going to bring our leg in the air. You can have a bend in your knee. We're going to let our leg fall right and left. This can be a very small movement, sort of noticing how your hip and your low back is feeling today. Now the next time your leg falls left, let's pause. You can see my leg is not going very far. Just noticing how the outside of your leg and your hip is feeling, breathing into that area. Now we'll slowly bend our knee to the right and then back up and gently to the left. So we're keeping this light grip on the strap. It's kind of helping support our leg, support this movement, so we don't have to just use our leg muscles to do this. Now the next time your leg comes right, let's pause and let our legs sort of hang. You can flex your foot, feeling a gentle stretch in your groin. And then we'll slowly bend that left leg, guiding our right leg to our thigh as we lift our legs towards us. I like to place my right hand on my knee and my left hand is still holding the strap. Relaxing your left leg completely, relaxing your toes and your foot. And maybe you want to gently bring your right knee a little to the left and breathe. And release. We're going to do that on the other side. So straightening your right leg. Taking the left leg, placing the strap around the ball of your foot. And if you do have a strap with loops, you can take your peace fingers in one of the straps, or one of the loops, so your arms are just hanging as you go side to side. Noticing maybe this leg will feel a little different than the other leg. The next time the leg comes right, let's pause and hold. Relaxing your temples, your jaw. And then we'll slowly bend that knee to the left and then back over to the right, following your breath. The next time the knee comes left, we'll pause, flexing that foot, letting your leg hang. And slowly bend that right leg, placing your left leg on your thigh as you gently bring your legs up, relaxing the right leg. Left hand can be holding your left knee, and gently guide it a little bit to the right. And release. You can take off your strap and put it to the side. We're not going to be using our strap until the end of class. So let's grab one of our blocks, and we're going to hold the short edge of the blocks, bringing our feet together so they're almost touching but not quite. And as our knees fall out, we're going to bring our arms overhead and then exhale them back. Once again, following our breath. Sometimes when we have a block in our hands, it's a little bit easier to start this shoulder movement, especially if you have a little bit of stiffness in your shoulders. It's almost like your two arms are helping each other, supporting each other in this movement. And the next time your knees fall out and your arms fall back, let's pause and hold. You can keep the block hovering over the floor, or you can slowly drop the block, bending your elbows, taking a few breaths. Now we'll slowly bring our knees up and bring the block over our chest. We're going to walk our feet so they're hip-width distance. And as our knees fall left, we're going to let the block fall right, bending our right elbow, and reverse. So doing these windshield wipers while using our arms, getting this gentle twist in our spine. The next time your arms go left and your knees fall right, let's pause and hold. And release. Let's go the other way, pausing and holding and breathing. And release. We're going to take our block and place it under our sacrum. And take your right foot and bend your knee just a little less so your foot's kind of crawling towards the end of the mat. And we're going to clasp our left shin and gently pull our leg towards us and out. Now you can leave your right leg as it is, or you can completely straighten your leg with your toes falling out if you don't have any pain in your back. This will give a little bit more of a stretch to the front of your hip. And then we'll do some circles with our left foot. And circles the other way. And then give one more gentle pull of your left leg towards you. And release. Let's do that on the other side. So once again, crawling your left foot a little closer to the bottom of the mat as you bring your right leg up, clasping your shin. Your knee's going to come out to the right, and you can keep your left leg where it is, or you can straighten it, letting your toes fall out as you gently pull your right leg in. Let's do some circles with the right foot. And circles the other way. And release. Let's place our feet flat on the mat and pause. Just taking a moment here in this supported bridge. And then maybe you bend your knees a little bit more. We're going to do a bridge, lifting our bottom up and taking our hands on the top of the block. You can adjust the block so you're gently pressing on the block as you lift your pelvis up, tucking your chin, maybe lifting your toes, relaxing your face and breathing. And very slowly release. We're going to remove the block, turning on our side to come up into an easy seated pose. So finding your blocks, we're going to place them on the outside of our thighs so we can place our hands on the blocks and have our shoulders very relaxed, elbows are bent, so sitting up nice and straight. We're going to let our right ear fall to our right shoulder. So keeping our nose forward, breathing into the left side of your neck. Relaxing your jaw. Inhale up. Let's go the other way. And release. Now let's push our blocks closer to our hips so our elbows will bend a little bit more, sort of squeezing our shoulder blades together, bringing our elbows closer. We're sitting up nice and straight. We're going to tuck our chin and breathe. So feeling this nice stretch in the back of your neck as you squeeze your shoulder blades, opening up the front of your shoulders. And release. Let's turn our blocks to the narrow edge so they're easier to hold. We're going to do a few cat-cows using our arms and our blocks. So let's bring our blocks forward as we round, and then bring our body forward, looking up as we bend our elbows, bringing the blocks back. So following your breath, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Now the next time you round your back, let's pause and hold, squeezing the blocks, tucking your chin and breathing. And release. We're going to straighten our right leg, turning our body towards our leg, placing the blocks somewhere on either side of your leg. We're going to do a forward fold, placing our forearms on the blocks. So you can adjust the blocks as needed. Dropping your head, relaxing your body. Right foot and toes are relaxed. And very slowly release. Let's bring the blocks to the left. We're going to turn so the inside of our right leg is on the mat with our knee bent. Our left forearm is going to be on one of the blocks, and we're going to take the other block and do big circles with our arm. So we're getting this mobility in our spine and our shoulder. You can shut your eyes and maybe gently engage your abdominal muscles as you do this twist. And then we'll go the other direction. So the block under our left arm is just giving us a little bit of height, a little bit of support as we do this movement. Now let's bring our right arm back, looking back, getting a twist. And slowly release. Let's place the blocks to the side of the mat. We're going to turn to the left and very slowly fold down. If you'd like, you can use one of the blocks for your forehead, or you can place your forehead on the mat. So softening here and breathing. And very slowly release. Let's walk back up. We're going to do that on the other side. So the left leg is out, finding our blocks on either side of our left leg, turning our body towards our leg as we come down with our forearms on the block. So like I'm going to adjust my blocks and bring them a little closer to my foot. That just feels better to me. And very slowly release. Bringing our blocks to the right, we're going to turn. The inside of our left leg is on the mat. You can have as much bend as you'd like in your knee. Right forearm is going on the right block. Taking the left block to do these big circles with our arm. Inhaling up, exhaling as it comes down. Sometimes I like to shut my eyes and bring my awareness to how my spine and my shoulders feeling. Now we'll go the other direction. Now the next time the left arm comes back, let's look back, getting this twist. And then slowly turn towards the right short edge of the mat, bringing your blocks to the side or using a block for your forehead as we gently fold down and relax. And very slowly release. Let's return to that easy seated pose, maybe putting the opposite leg in front. We're going to inhale our arms up, clasping our elbows and doing some gentle side bends right and left. Your arms can be hovering over your head, or you can relax your arms on your head. Now the next time you come right, let's pause, reaching that left elbow up and slightly back, maybe looking up, feeling your left sit bone pressing down. So you're getting this stretch all the way from your tailbone to your left elbow. And release. We'll do that on the other side. So bringing that right elbow up and slightly back as you look up, pressing your tailbone down, feeling this long stretch. And release. Let's bring our arms down, shake them out a little bit. We're going to go into a tabletop position with our hands on the blocks. So we're going to start with some cat-cows. So your arms are under your shoulders, your hands. Knees are under your hips. Let's lift the right leg up as we look up. And exhale, rounding, pulling our knee towards our nose. So following your breath with this movement. Now the next time your leg comes up, let's pause. We're going to gather our balance and take our left hand and reach back for our foot. Now you can stay here balancing, or if you'd like, you can bring your right knee gently up to the side as you bend your right elbow, lowering your body towards the blocks and pausing. Just working our balance a little bit here. And very slowly release. Let's move our hips a little bit before we start those cat-cows with the left leg. So inhaling, looking up, lifting our leg. Exhale, rounding, pulling in our belly, pulling our knee towards our nose. Doing this movement with the blocks gives you a little bit more space than you may have if your hands are on the mat. 2 more. Now let's raise our leg up, looking up, and pause. And then very slowly reach back with your right hand to find your foot. Option to stay just like this, or you can gently bring your knee up to the side as you bend your left elbow, lowering your body slightly, pausing and breathing. And gently release. Let's bring the blocks a little bit forward. We're going to go into a puppy dog pose, but with our forearms on the blocks. So bringing them sort of wide on the mat, letting your chest and your forehead sink down. Your bottom is over your knees. Feeling this opening in the front of your chest, your shoulders. And very slowly release. Let's bring the blocks to the side. We're going to place our hands on the mat and reach our right arm up. And 3 times we're going to thread the needle, bringing that arm through, looking left, inhaling up, exhaling through, inhaling up. And this last time, let's drop our shoulder and our right cheek on the mat. You can take your left hand and gently push to get this little twist. And you can stay just like this. Or if you'd like, you can straighten your left leg, pressing your heel back. And another option would be to lift your leg off the mat. And very slowly release. Let's come back into tabletop. We'll do that same thing with the left arm. So inhaling that arm up, exhaling it through as you bend your right elbow. Twice more. This last time we will drop our shoulder down in the left side of our face, taking our right hand, giving a gentle push, and staying just like this, or perhaps straightening your right leg, pressing your heel back. And the other option would be to lift your leg if you'd like. And very slowly release. We're going to come down into a wide-legged child's pose. Toes are together, knees are out. Gently lower down, softening your entire body, feeling your heart beating. Now very slowly we're going to come up, keeping our toes together, Let's bend our elbows as we lift our feet, lowering our body. And then press back towards child's pose. We're going to do this a few times. And this last time, give a little pause. And then very slowly straighten your legs. We're going to come down into Sphinx pose. So our elbows are going to be under our shoulders. So we're reaching our chest forward as we gently push into the mat with our forearms, pulling our elbows towards us and pausing, breathing. Now let's flex and extend our neck, looking up and down. And the next time your neck flexes, let's pause, letting our head hang. So still gently pressing through your elbow or through your forearms. And then we're going to bend one knee at a time. Now let's walk our hands to the left, so we're getting the Sphinx pose with a twist. If you'd like, you could take your block and place your forehead on the block. Pausing here. And then we'll bend our left leg, reaching back for our foot to get a little quad stretch. So you're pulling your foot towards your back. This can be a little intense, so always honor your body. Don't pull too hard. And slowly release. Let's walk our forearms to the right. Doing that Sphinx with a twist. You can take that block on the right to place your forehead on it. Letting your belly sink down. And then lifting your head, we're going to reach back for our right leg to get that quad stretch. And very slowly release. Let's come all the way down into crocodile pose. So big toes are together, heels are falling out. Chin is on the mat, or excuse me, cheek is on the mat, looking to the side. Let's completely relax, feeling your heart beating. We take these little pauses in yoga, and it's always good to take little pauses throughout your day, to check in, to notice how you're feeling. Now we'll bring our forehead to the mat. We're going to lift opposite arm and opposite leg. So keeping your elbows bent as you raise your arm and your leg. Working these little back muscles. Now the next time you lift your right arm and left leg, pause and breathe. And switch. Left arm, right leg, pausing and breathing. And release. We're going to bring our arms to our side with our palms facing up. So the arms are next to our body. Let's reach our fingers down towards our feet as we lift our shoulders and our head, squeezing our shoulder blades. And maybe you want to lift your feet as well. Relaxing your jaw and your face. And very slowly release. We're going to press up into tabletop, moving any way that feels good with your hips, finding your blocks so we can make our way into downward facing dog with the blocks. So this is a pose where the blocks help you get that little height under your hands, where you may feel it's easier to get your feet closer to the mat. So go ahead and bend one knee at a time, looking right and left. And then pausing, pressing through the base of your fingers, reaching your tailbone to the sky as you reach your heels towards the mat. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Now we're going to bring our shoulders forward, coming into a high plank. And once you get here, if you'd like, you can lift your right leg off the mat and pause. And back to downward facing dog. Now inhale your shoulders forward into high plank once again. This time you can lift your left leg up. Doesn't have to be very high. Pulling in your belly, breathing. And downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. So inhaling forward, right leg up. Maybe you lift it a little higher. And release, downward facing dog. Shoulders forward, left leg up. And release, downward facing dog. Let's lift our right leg up into a 3-legged dog. And then gently bring that leg through, placing it between the blocks. And heel toeing your foot a little bit further apart, bringing the blocks to the higher level. We're going to be in a runner's pose. So let's move our heel forwards and backwards. So with your hands on the blocks, you may have found it was easier to bring your right foot forward with that extra height. Now let's pause in runner's pose, feeling that strength in our legs, pulling our legs together, and alternate lifting one hand at a time off the blocks. So just feeling the strength in your legs, this balance. Now let's drop our back knee, top of the foot is on the mat. We're going to take our right block and lift it up overhead. You can arch backwards if it feels good to get this long stretch in the front of your body. And slowly release. Let's lift the left block up. And gently release. Let's move forwards and backwards a little bit. We're going to go into pigeon pose. So take your time walking your foot to the left as you gently lower your knee down. Now you can go into a straightforward pigeon pose. If you'd like, I'm going to do a little alternate where you take the blocks on either side of your knee, your right knee, and come down on your forearms and gently fold over your leg. So your chest may be resting on your thigh. And if you feel like your left hip is coming up a lot, you can gently push your right forearm into the block. Breathing. And very slowly rise up. Let's take our time making our way back into downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Now we'll lift the left leg up into 3-legged dog And then slowly place that foot in between the blocks, coming into that runner's lunge, bringing the blocks to the higher level, moving your back heel a little forwards and backwards. And then when you're ready, pausing, feel like you're sort of squeezing your legs together. We're going to lift one hand at a time off the block. Now we'll drop that back knee, top of the foot is on the mat, lifting the left block up, looking back, breathing. And release. Let's lift the right block up. And release. Let's move our bottom a little bit forwards and backwards with our hands on the blocks before we make our way into our variation of pigeon on this side. So heel toe your foot to the right. I like to take my left hand off the block as I drop my knee down, and then we'll bring those blocks to sort of frame our front knee, adjusting them as needed. Forearms are on the blocks as we slowly fold down towards our leg. And this time, if you'd like, you can gently push your left hand in, or your left arm into the block, so your right hip can slowly move closer to the mat. And slowly release. Let's take our right leg and gently swing it around. We're going to open up our legs so we can come into a wide-legged forward fold. Now this is a fold where, if you'd like, you could use a block for your forehead, or you can come down without your block. Once again, the blocks are there to help support you as needed. Let's relax our legs. And very slowly press up. We're going to do a heart opening pose. So let's take our blocks. We're going to have one block behind our head, one behind our shoulder blades. Now you can keep the blocks at the same level. You could have your head one higher, or you could even have your head one lower if you want to open up the front of your neck. But obviously you want to make sure you have no pain, no discomfort. So if you try it a certain way and it doesn't feel right, adjust the blocks as needed. Now for this pose, you can keep your feet flat on the mat with your knees pointing up. You can have your knees coming in so they relax together, or you could go into a reclined butterfly, placing the bottom of your feet together with your knees falling out. Your palms can be down on the mat, or you can keep your elbows bent, opening up your palms and adjusting till you get the nice stretch in your chest where there's no discomfort and you can completely relax. Opening up our chest, our heart, so we can go throughout life leading with our heart, as opposed to always logically thinking with our mind. It's nice to drop into your heart space. Now we're going to take 3 deep breaths, breathing in deeply through your nose, Gentle sigh out. Twice more. Now take your time coming up. We're going to remove our blocks. We are done with our blocks. And slowly make our way down on our backs to do the hamstring stretch with our strap. So find your strap. Left leg is straight. We're going to place the strap around the ball of our right leg, pressing our heel to the sky, toes coming towards us as we gently pull our leg towards us to get this hamstring stretch. Maybe you feel a little more open now as compared to the beginning of class. And then we'll take the strap in the left hand as we guide our leg to the left, opening up our right arm to the right, looking right. Getting this twist so our legs are relaxed, and you can use your left arm strength to pull your leg up till you feel that comfortable stretch with no pain. Now we'll slowly roll back on our back, switching hands with the strap. We're going to open our leg to the right, opening our right arm looking right. Same thing, relaxing your legs, letting your right arm guide your leg to where it feels good. And very gently release. Let's bend our knee, taking the strap off. We're going to go to the other side. Strap is around the ball of your left leg. So again, if you have this strap with the loops, you can just let your peace fingers relax in one of the loops as you gently pull your leg towards you, heel reaching towards the sky, keeping as much bend as you need in your knee. Now we'll let the strap fall to the right, guiding it, looking left, relaxing your legs. Now gently return to your back, bringing your leg up, switching hands with the strap so you can guide your leg to the left, looking right. Using your arm strength to get the stretch that is right for you. And very slowly release. We're going to place the strap to the side, bending our knees to hug our knees in towards us. And let's do some circles with our knees. And circles the other way. Now we'll bring our legs in the air, bending our knees enough so our low back is on the mat. Let's place our palms down and pause. And we'll do some circles with our ankles. And circles the other way. And then gently bend your knees as you take your peace fingers to your big toes and do a little final happy baby, letting your arms just hang on your toes. Now feel free to do any final stretch or pose you'd like. We're going to make our way into Shavasana. So having your legs wide on the mat with your toes falling out. Arms are wider than your shoulders. Your hands are wider than your shoulders with your palms facing up. Let's completely relax our minds, our bodies, so we can integrate our practice. Now start to deepen your breath, finding some movement in your fingers and toes. Maybe bringing your feet together and doing a final long body stretch. And let's bend one knee at a time, turning to the side so we can make our way back up into an easy seated position. Let's place our hands on our knees. We're going to end class with 3 deep breaths. So take a deep breath in through your nose. Gentle sigh out. Bring our hands to heart center, bowing our heads, giving ourselves so much gratitude for showing up today to practice and come home to ourselves. The light in me honors the light in you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope you enjoyed using your props. They're so good for support and for help. And I hope to practice with you again soon. Have a beautiful day.